On this week's episode, we're going to check out the new books in my collection. Not to mention, we're going to check out what the big key of the week is. Hint, X-Men. So let's go check it out. Hey, what's up, nerds? Welcome to this week's episode of Nerdistic Tendencies. I am your host, Ray Hale. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that ringy dingy so you get all the notifications and new content. We do have more than just this show on the channel now. We have a Kiss album focus, and we also have Professor and the Nerd. Make sure you check them out. If you like the content on the channel, make sure you tell a friend, tell the world, so we can help grow the channel and I can bring more content to you. This week, I spent a lot of time, because I'm also an employee of Bell Book and Comic, and picked up some really cool stuff. Let's go check out and see what I got this week. Alright, let's get started. These are the new books I got this week. This one's a key. It is the first appearance of the Manipulator. This is Avengers, number 178. Next we have Avengers 188, Avengers 202, cool Ultron cover. This one's cool. I was real excited about this one. Classic cover by Ed Hannigan. It is a key, but it's noted for the artwork, the cover. I have the facsimile of this and never got the original print. You'll recognize it. This is Avengers 223. This inspired a scene for the movie Civil War, Captain America Civil War, where Ant-Man is at the end of Hawkeye's arrow. This is where the inspiration for that is. So, cool key book to have. Like I said, I had the facsimile, a reprint of it. This is a pretty good newsstand copy that I picked up. Next we have another Avengers book. This one's 237, featuring Spider-Man. This one's cool. It's a key, but only because it's got the Marvel 25th anniversary artwork on it. This is Avengers 273, cool Black Knight cover. Now, the Marvel 25th anniversary books, all titles that came out within those few months, had this border around it. Everything followed the same format, just the interior picture changed. So they're really cool to collect, especially when you have all of them. Next one is a key. It is the first appearance of Supernova. This is Avengers 301. Next, we have some random books tucked in here. This is a really cool book. Couple of randoms here. This one is an old Marvel Square-bound book, mid to late 60s. This is a book called Fear. This is issue number 4. This is the first published cover art by Stephanie Hans for Marvel. This is a one-shot called Firestar. It's pretty cool. Firestar, some of you might remember from a popular cartoon series in the early 80s called Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. That also starred Firestar. Next, we have a little bit of a G.I. Joe run. G.I. Joe number 18. G.I. Joe 95. Next, we have some more random comics here. Generation X number 4. This is the Holiday Spectacular. I actually enjoyed this run when I was a kid, currently collecting them. Really old Ghost Rider, kind of beat up. But this is Ghost Rider number 4. Next, we have Ghost Rider number 24. Really cool 70s Ghost Rider. Starting to fill out that run as well. This next one is a key. A couple of giant size books here. Square bound. Not in the best condition. But it is a key. It is the first appearance of Madrox the Multiple Man. Multiple Man became an X-Men staple. He is a mutant. He has the ability, well, to create multiples of himself. So another one of my favorite runs is that first X Factor run, where he featured prominently in the back half after issue 71, I believe, where the team changed from the original X-Men to a new X Factor team. So that's pretty cool. Next, we have Giant Size Supervillain Team Up. Again, nice giant size square bound book. Not in great shape, but decent. It's a mid-grade copy. Another run I've been trying to collect and get my hands on, just isn't available as often. This is Howard the Duck, issue number 2. Next one is a key. It is the first appearance of the Devastator. This is an older Incredible Hulk book. Incredible Hulk 186. Another Hulk book here. This is Incredible Hulk 189. Versus the Mole Man. Cool, different kind of cover here, but still pretty cool. Incredible Hulk number 294. Newsstand issue. That's supposed to be Bruce Banner dreaming of the Hulk. So that's kind of cool. A little different artwork there, but kind of cool. Next, we have the Incredible Hulk 296. This one with an appearance of Rom, the Space Knight. This one I have. It's actually a duplicate, but it's a much nicer copy than the one that I have. This is an annual. It's Incredible Hulk Annual number 8. Another annual here is Incredible Hulk number 10. Fighting Captain Universe. Next we have another Toy Biz variant. Again, these books were available in the Toy Biz Legends line. So you paid for an action figure that featured in the back of the packaging was a comic book of said figure. So this would have been an Iron Fist action figure with a Toy Biz variant of a reprint of Iron Fist number 8. So that's really cool. Nice John Byrne cover. Alright, next is a key. It is the first appearance of Baron Macabre. This is Jungle Action featuring Black Panther number 9. Now, this Jungle Action series book is the first solo title that Black Panther had. And we got a couple of more here. So the next one here is the first appearance of King Cadaver. This is Jungle Action number 10. Jungle Action number 14. Jungle Action number 16. And finally, this one is a key. It is the death of Eric Killmonger. Jungle Action number 17. Now, Eric Killmonger was the character that Michael B. Jordan played in Black Panther. So some of the storyline in the Black Panther movie was lifted from this comic series. So in this particular issue is the one where Killmonger dies. And he dies in the movie. So, spoiler alert. Alright, this batch has a couple of keys. First one is a key. Another run I'm looking to finish up. This is Power Pack, issue number 1. It's a key because it's the first appearance of the team. Power Pack. There's a bunch of kids going out fighting crime and stuff. Pretty cool. Here's Power Pack number 3. Now we got a little bit of a mini-series here. This is the Punisher Warzone mini-series. There's issue number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. Next, we have a copy of Secret Empire number 5. This is actually a variant. This was exclusive to the 2017 San Diego Comic-Con, limited to only 5,000 copies. Secret Empire number 5. Some She-Hulk here. This is from the Sensational She-Hulk run. That's issue number 24. This next one is a key because it's an awesome Adam Hughes cover, who's one of the best artists in the game. This is Sensational She-Hulk number 52. Next we have Silver Surfer number 20. Next is the first appearance and origin of Slapstick, who was kind of a goofy character in the 90s. So this is the awesome Slapstick number 1. And here's number 3. Next we have Sleepwalker number 17. Now we're going to get into some Spider-Man titles here. This one's a key. It is the first appearance of the Answer. Spectacular Spider-Man number 92. Next is a Spider-Girl one-shot for the End. We have a copy of Spidey Super Stories brought to you by Marvel Comics and the Electric Company. This is issue number 20. Next, we have a copy of Spider-Man number 45. It's a cool little cover. Spider-Man at the graves of Richard and Mary Parker. Next, we have Thunderstrike number 5. We have The Web of Scarlet Spider, issue number 3. And then issue number 4. Now we go into Web of Spider-Man. And here's Web of Spider-Man number 57. Sucked In by the Skinhead, featuring the Rocket Racer. Yeah, he's a superhero on a rocket-powered skateboard. Yep, it's exactly what I said. Next one is really cool. It is the second appearance of Moon Knight. And if you're not watching the Marvel show, you should be. But it is busted up. It's a low-grade copy, but still a really cool key. Here's Werewolf by Night, number 33. This next one is a key. It is What If number 4. It tells the story of the Spirit of 76 as Captain America. This one's cool, iconic cover. What If on the second series, this is What If number 50. What if the Hulk had killed Wolverine? And it's got this really cool foil metallic cover. That's sweet. Some one-shots here. What If Uncanny X-Men, Rise and Fall of the Shi'ar Empire. A What If starring Wolverine. A What If starring the Incredible Hulk. This is issue 91. And issue 90, What If Havoc and Cyclops. Featuring those two. So, that's pretty cool. Next, we're going to go on a bit of a DC run. First one here is really cool. Kind of busted up in the corner. But is Action Comics number 389. The Kid Who Struck Out Superman. This next one is cool. It is a key. It is the first team appearance of Checkmate. And if you look on the cover, Metropolis has been misspelled. It's Action Comics number 598. Next we got an issue of Batman and the Outsiders, number 19. Who's Afraid of the Big Red? DC Comics presents number 20, featuring Superman and Green Arrow. Next is a pretty beat up copy, but it's still cool to have because it's an older book. This is Detective Comics number 459. This next one is a key, and it's a key because it is Detective Comics number 572, and it's got Sherlock Holmes and a Batman book. So, that's interesting. Next we have Detective Comics number 607. This one's really cool. Facsimile, though, it's not the original issue. The original issue is a very pricey book. This is Green Lantern, Green Arrow number 85. This is the infamous Speedy is a Junkie issue. So that's really cool. That turns into a very popular storyline. Don't have the original, like I said, very pricey. A lot of this, the earlier stuff here, I believe it's Neil Adams. Very popular run of Green Lantern and Green Arrow. So that's pretty cool. It's a facsimile. And I'm not a big fan of the DC facsimiles. There's something weird about it that I don't particularly care for. But still, it's probably about the only way I'm going to get this particular issue in my collection anytime soon. This next one's cool. It is the first appearance of Mike Shaw as the Privateer with a badass cover. Justice League number 143, featuring Wonder Woman socking it to Superman. How cool is that? Next we have Justice League of America, issue number 210. Even the world's greatest heroes are helpless when a world dies screaming. Cool cover. Look at everybody on it. This next one is a key. It's because the title changes from Justice League International to Justice League America. This is Justice League America number 26. Now, these are really cool. So this is interesting. I'll show you this. This is actually from the 80s. This is the new Teen Titans, presented by the IBM Corporation in cooperation with the National Federation of Parents for Drug-Free Youth and the First Lady's Drug Awareness Campaign. It actually came in the beginning of it with a letter from Nancy Reagan addressing the readers. And it was a book that was given out to schools and in some places were free in your local comic book stores. And it's basically a drug awareness comic book teaching kids to stay off drugs, which is always a good thing. Next is cool. I Am a Trekkie. This is the comic book, the DC movie special for Star Trek 3 Search for Spock, which I don't care what anybody says is a good movie. Next, we have Star Trek The Next Generation, issue number 1. These are cool. So these are what you call homage covers. This is for a series called Star Trek Manifest Destiny. And as a variant, they're homage covers with the newer cast of Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto. But the covers are homages to the old movie posters of the Star Trek movies. So this is very similar to the Star Trek The Motion Picture. This next one is just like the movie poster for Star Trek 3. Again, it's newer. It's got the newer cast on it. But still pretty cool. I really appreciated it. I really like that. That's why I picked it up. I like a lot of the homage cover stuff. This is another interesting comic book. This is American Honda presents DC Comics Supergirl in cooperation with the U.S. Department of Transportation's National Safety Belt Campaign. You want kids to learn about why it's important to wear your seatbelts? Somebody sponsors a comic book and they make it. So that's kind of cool. Another Supergirl book here. This is issue 19 of a very different run. Here's another one here. This is issue 20, same run. Cool little variant covers featuring Supergirl again, this time with Crypto, the Superdog. And these are cool. So this is, it's kind of beat up, kind of rough, but it is the Super Friends, issue number 16, featuring the Wonder Twins. Pretty cool, huh? And one more here, we got the Super Friends number 44. This next one is really, really cool. Wonder Woman 25. This is the George Perez run, which is highly regarded. Didn't have much in the particular run, but I love Perez's art. So, yeah, I was happy to come across that one. Seen a few more pop up, but I'm glad I got my hands on this. Some cool books this week, but we have one more to go. This is the key book of the week. This is Uncanny X-Men number 7. Now, this is not a high-grade copy of the book. A high-grade copy of the book right now is going for north of $1,200. This is a low-grade book, but it's not very often you get your hands on something from 1963. But like I said, it is a key. It is the second appearance of the Blob, and it is also the first appearance of Cerebro. Cerebro you've seen from various X-Men movies and comics and animated series. Cool book to have. This one, the cover is actually detached. It's with it. But the back and front covers are actually detached at the staple. But you don't come across a book like this very often, and it's certainly more affordable for a guy like me who wants to complete his X-Men run without having to sell everyone I know, including houses and rob banks, to get some of these key books. Pretty cool, I know. Pretty cool, I know. Pretty cool book to have in the collection. Alright, here's another book that I found at my comic book store that was actually pretty interesting and figured I'd feature it on the channel. This is actually Action Comics number 457. Allison, check this out.
Wait. This looks... That looks really inappropriate.
It does look really inappropriate, doesn't it?
Yeah. What is this? What is this?
Basically looks like Superman just molested this boy.
Oh my god.
It's not like that. That's not what it is.
I
Sometimes...
thought that was a girl.
No, it's... It's something. So basically, it's the cover of Action Comics 347, and it's Superman getting dressed as Clark Kent, and there's a kid clutching his pillow, crying, saying, "Superman, my dying wish is to know your secret identity," and you say you're Clark Kent. It's a lie. So, even though what's being described doesn't look like what is being shown. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. Tell me what your thoughts are. Check out the comments, post a comment, let me know what you think. Like I said, sometimes you find some weird stuff at your comic book store. Alright, well that's about all that we have this week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the ringy dingy so you get the notifications. Tell your friends. Tell everybody you know about the channel. If you like the content, please make sure you like the video and leave a comment. Let us know what you think of the content. Outside of that, that's about all we have this week. Make sure you tune in next week. Show some more books that I've added to my collection and just basic nerd shit. Check it out. We'll see you next time. On your way out, check out the meme of the week. As you can see, we have some really cool books this week. I was glad to pick them up. Some keys, some not so much. No, I'll try that again.
Some keys, some not so much.
Whatever. So that was some cool books, but we have one more. This is... Tasted like a Boston cream donut. Hey, what's up, nerds? I drew a blank. It's my spiel. And I couldn't remember what I needed to say. Okay.
We gotta get cue cards.
Coupons?
Cue cards.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Why would I say cue cards?
That's what it sounded like to me.
That is, you know, I didn't even think that was the point of the thing. And I'm like, stop. Like, when you showed it to me, I thought it, like, my first thought went to that. And then I was like, is that not the point of this? I don't want to bring that up.
No.
Like, I didn't know what to say. I don't know if my face, like, expressed it, but I was like, I was gonna say, oh, because it was crying, but I was like...
Superman is not a kid toucher.
Don't put that in. That is